You're watching News 24 Live. A new survey by the Centre for Corporate Governance in Africa at Stellenbosch University highlights the relationship between corruption and conflict in Southern Africa. The director of the centre, Daniel Milan, joins us in studio now this morning to discuss this further. Daniel, thanks very much for coming in.
Hi.
Now, this survey, what did you base this research on, and what were some of the more significant findings?
Well, we wanted to measure the perceptions of South African companies with operations in South Africa and at least one other country of SADC, the Southern African Development Community. So we invited all the corporations listed on the JSE to participate, and in the end we got 26 responses from very high-level executives, company secretaries, risk managers. And we asked them a range of questions about their perceptions on the ethical business environment in South Africa and all 14 other members of SADC.
Okay. How did South Africa fare overall?
South Africa did okay, not top of the range, but they I would say in the top half of the results. But the top performers were Botswana, Mauritius, and Namibia. Those were the three that consistently performed best in many of the questions.
Okay. So what sort of criteria, what were the main criteria that these countries were based on?
Well, we wanted to measure the ease of doing business. We measured the quality of the regulatory environment, the quality of enforcement, then drill down a little bit deeper into things like money laundering legislation, as well as some of the questions about political interference in procurement processes. So we asked specific questions around those and then measured them by country.
Okay. So I see South Africa scored highly regarding anti-money laundering regulations. Where did South Africa score badly?
Well, the bottom result for South Africa was on political interference with procurement and tender processes. That was also one that was quite prominent in many of the other countries at the bottom of the list. But South Africa, of course, has a very good regulatory environment. We have a good corporate governance framework in the King reports for South Africa. So it's not surprising that we do well there. We also score well in other surveys on governance, for example, the Mo Ibrahim Index on African governance. But it seems to be on the implementation that we fall short, and then the specific issue that seems to be a rising concern is corruption in the tendering and procurement processes.